Grace and peace to you all. On behalf of the critical care units based at the Freeman and the RVI hospitals, I'd like to welcome you to this time to remember, in which we remember those who have died in those units over the last 12 months. Even though death is the only certainty of life, we live in a society that finds dealing with death difficult. Many families have told us of how often they are made to feel as if they should have gotten over it in a very short period of time, and of their frustration at how some people literally cross the road to avoid them, afraid of mentioning their loved ones. There are no easy words that can take the pain of bereavement away, but it is important to have the opportunity to speak of our loved ones and to remember the ways in which their lives have touched and shaped ours. As the author Jean Stubbs once wrote, "The living cannot relinquish the dead ones, but must let them go gradually. We should not cling too hard or too long, nor try to raise them, but we have the need to speak of them and to relive the times we shared with them. Death may take our physical bodies away, but it cannot touch the memories or the love that has been shared." So today's service is offered as a moment to pause with family or friends and staff of the unit to remember and give thanks for all the love that has been and continues to be. Each one of us is unique and we all have our own individual needs. So this time to remember has a range of readings, music, silence and prayers that will mean differing things to different people. But we hope that there will be something that will resonate with your experience and be helpful to you. Please don't be afraid of your tears or your smiles. Our emotions are natural expressions of our feelings and are part of our coping mechanisms. If this time unearths emotions or thoughts that you feel you would like to talk about, you can contact myself or my chaplaincy colleagues by the hospital switchboard. So now let us just be still for a few moments as we gather our thoughts and feelings.
I cannot carry this burden alone. The road is too steep and the pain too great. I shall only get to the top of the hill if I am able to lean on a firm shoulder, whose strength lies in the reality of the feet which bear its weight. The sharing of grief is the only solution to the crisis that surrounds bereavement in our age. To share a person's sorrow is to accept their reality and to acknowledge the fact that none of us is immune from death.
If I should die and leave you here a while, be not like others sore undone, who keep long vigils by the silent dust and weep, nor when I'm gone speak in a Sunday voice, be the usual selves that I have known. Whatever we were to each other, that we still are. Call me by my old familiar name. Speak to me in the easy way you always used. Put no difference into your tone. Wear no forced air of solemnity or sorrow. Laugh as we always laughed, at the little jokes we always enjoyed together. Play, smile, think of me, pray for me. Let my name be ever the household word that it always was. Weep if you must, parting is hell, but life goes on, so sing as well. For my sake turn again to life and smile, nerving thy heart and trembling hand, to do something to comfort other hearts than thine. Complete these dear unfinished tasks of mine, and I, perchance, may therein comfort you.
Reflections of an ICU worker. What's it like to be someone who works on ITU? What's it like to break the hearts of folk like you and you? What's it like to say, I'm sorry, there's nothing more to be done? What's it like to see kin say goodbye to mother, father, daughter, son? What's it like to see the hope fade from a lover's eyes? What's it like to witness the final severing of ties? What's it like to share with folk and hear about their past? What's it like to see a kiss and know that it's the last? Well, let me tell you what it's like to share this trying time and watch you drink from fate's shallow cup and taste her bitter wine. Actually, it's an honour and a privilege to share that time with you. It's an honour and a privilege to try and help you through. And though we don't always get it right and sometimes say something wrong, you know you can rely on us. For you, we will be strong. You know you'll always have an arm upon which you can rest. You know no matter what, we'll always do our best. You know we want to help with that burden that you bear. You know that heavy load we want to try and share. So as without that special one, you face another day, know that our thoughts are with you as you make your way. And though the names have faded, we still remember you. We talk about your story and all that you went through. We sometimes sit and reminisce on all those hopes and fears. We still remember laughs we had, as well as all those tears. So as time moves along and seasons wax and wane, it's important to us that you know the memories still remain.
For those gone in presence, but here in essence, our lights shine as a symbol of lives and love remembered.
let us make our remembering more than a remembering. Let's make it a hope and a pledge carried in these words. In the summer sun and fields of brightness, we will remember them. In the autumn haze and blazes of colour, we will remember them. In the winter chill and blankets of whiteness, we will remember them. And in the warmth of spring and bursts of new life, we will remember them. At the beginning of the year and when it ends, we will remember them. When we are weary and in need of strength, we will remember them. When we have joys we yearn to share, we will remember them. As long as we have life, we will remember them. For even though their time was short, they have always been part of our lives and always will be. So we will remember them. And in our remembering, we will discover new life, new hope, and new courage. If not today, then tomorrow.
Keep my memory with you, for memories never die. I will be there with you when you look across the sky. I will be there in the clouds, in the birds that fill the air, in the beauty of a fragrant rose. You will find my memory there. You will fill me in the tenderness of a tiny baby's touch. You will hear me if you listen in the twilight's gentle hush. When your hearts are heavy and you feel that you're alone, just reach down deep inside of you, for your heart is now my home. I will always be with you. I will never go away, for I will live on in your hearts forever and a day.
You may not find it easy or natural to pray, so we ask that you use these moments to reflect on yourself and those around, those who are part of the critical care units of the hospitals and all who experience the pain of loss and change. In our prayers, if you feel able, will you please respond with the words, "Hear our prayer," when you hear the words, "Lord, in your mercy." So let us think of and pray for those families represented here today, especially those who carry with them the pain of loss and grief, whose lives have been turned upside down by the death of their loved ones. May our remembrance of those whose lives have touched ours help and support them in their grief and sadness. Lord, may our prayers and your presence in those who care bring strength and peace. Lord, in your mercy,
Hear our prayer.
let us think of and pray for those who find themselves in critical care at this time, and their families who wait and watch and worry. May our remembrance of them this day help and support them in their waiting and in their hoping. Lord, may our prayers and your presence in those who care bring strength and peace. Lord, in your mercy,
Hear our prayer.
let us think of those who work in the critical care units and the hospitals of this city. Let us quietly give thanks for the skills that are used and for the love that is shared. May our remembrance of them this day encourage and sustain them in their daily work. Lord, may our prayers and your presence in those who care bring strength and peace. Lord, in your mercy,
Hear our prayer.
and let us think of and pray for ourselves. Where there is darkness, may there be light. Where there is despair, may there be hope. May the love that has surrounded us in the past and holds us now, together with the memories we carry, grant us peace and wholeness. Amen.
You can shed tears that they are gone, or you can smile because they have lived. You can close your eyes and pray that they'll come back, or you can open your eyes and see what they've left. Your hearts can be empty because you can't see them, or you can be full of the love that you shared. You can turn your back on tomorrow and live yesterday, or you can be happy for tomorrow because of yesterday. You can remember them only that they've gone, or you can cherish their memory and let it live on. You can cry and close your mind, be empty and turn your back, or you can open your eyes, love and go on.
When someone you love dies, you think the sun will never shine again, but it does. You think the birds will never sing again, but they do. And you think you will never smile again, but you can. Time changes many things, but it can never change the precious bond of love you shared with your loved one, a beautiful bond that will live in your heart forever. So let us leave this place in peace, comforted with that thought to love and care for each other, strengthened by the love that we have known and will continue to know in the days to come. May the beauty of autumn surround us and be a source of comfort and healing. When we're lonely, may we know love. When we're down, may we know joy. When we're troubled, may we know peace. When things are chaotic, may we know inner silence. When things look empty, may we know hope. May our remembrance this day and every day remind us of the joy that our loved ones brought into our lives, a gift that is ours forever. Amen.